Alright lads, it's Example. Welcome back to another video made by our friendly FIFA nerd Irishman. Before I kick off with the goods contained in this video, let me just give you all a big shout out, alright? The support on part 1 of this series is absolutely incredible. Tripling the views that I'd usually get within 24 hours. It's absolutely insane, boys. Let me just say to you all, expect absolute banging videos like this on the regular, so if you haven't subbed yet, make sure you do, lads, for your own benefit. In the background of this video, you'll see yet another game of 2000 plus skill rating over on the PlayStation on my RTG account, alright? So that's Division Rivals game, alright? So I think it was a game that I recorded last night, maybe. I have a really bad team, 200k I think it's worth, if even. So yeah, just let me know what you think. Obviously watching the gameplay will make you question your own ability alone, never mind the straight facts I'm about to spit. So without further ado, boys, let's talk shite about Fut Champs. Now, to kick us off, alright, we'll start off kind of easy, alright? Let's take things in chronological order for a second. And for all them people out there that doesn't understand what that means, it means by your weekend, alright? So the starting your Friday, we'll start off with, alright? So, it's Friday, you've either just woke up or came home from school, or work, or both, depending, you know? You look at your console, and your heart rate immediately rises. Bit my tongue. At the top. Oh, that was funny. Alright, your heart rate immediately rises at the top of the first weekend league of FIFA 21. You go on the console and you're about to play your first game of Fut Champs. Now, let me stop you there already, alright? Let me stop you right there. You've already made a mistake that could cost you, alright? I know 30 games a weekend, it's a lot, alright? It is a lot. But personally, I'd prefer play, one warm-up game per day. So in essence, you'd be playing 33 games a weekend rather than potentially losing your first game on because you weren't prepared for it, alright? These rewards so early in the game cycle are crucial to, number one, continue playing the game with some more content, and two, help you win more matches as we get further into the game, because we all know that this game is pay to win, so the better rewards you get this early on in the game, the more coins you'll have, and thus help you get even better weekend league results. Alright? It's pretty simple. That's it. Not rocket science, lads. Get them games in now rather than play with an 82 rated squad in July. You know what I mean? Like, get the work in now. Now, let's talk on a more micro-manageable level, okay? If you saw the video yesterday, that you's absolutely killed. If you haven't seen it yet, you're missing out. Everybody loved it. Got a great reception. You know I talked about how many games I play per day, alright? But let's talk about how many games you should play in one sitting within a day of Fut Champs. Alright, so Friday, Saturday or Sunday, whichever day. Just one day within it. I tend to play 3 or 4 games in one sitting before taking like a 5 to 10 minute break. If you play too many games in one sitting, your brain will just fatigue instinctually as the games get harder, since you're obviously moving up in the ranks as you play as well. So it doesn't really make sense, does it? So let me just, a quick synopsis, alright? Tired brain plus a decent ELO rating or ELO rating on Champs equals a loss. That makes sense. Tired brain, decent record, loss. Alright? You don't want a tired brain playing FIFA. Alright? It doesn't work on any game or do anything with a tired brain. Not only do I recommend playing 3 or 4 games in one sitting because of brain fatigue, I would tell you to stay hydrated while doing so. Alright? I would drink around a litre of water every 6 games or so to combat losing focus. Alright? Also, a good diet or omega-3 supplements would help in the long run. Something I've been doing for a few months now. I've also lost over 10 kilograms in the last 3 months. So, just another little fun fact about Example. Now, the next variable that'll help you get better is probably the most broken rule known to Weekend League, and I bet everyone knows what I'm talking about. Alright? Let me use an example first, okay? I worked in Tesco before, alright, for like a year, something like that. Maybe it was longer, maybe a year and a half. Usually on the tills, because I'm a big pussy. When it comes to stacking shelves, I swear I turned into a tortoise anytime I saw a dolly full of items and packages coming toward me. I swear, I was like, That's all I did, man. I was just so slow. Anyway, so I'm on the tills, having a good day so far. Talking to customers, flirting with old women. You know how it is, the usual. Been on the till for about an hour, but I've no break for another 2 hours, alright? This arsehole of a bloke approaches me. and gives me stick, calls me all sorts of names, and storms off out of the shop straight after. So there's me, all alone, still at the till, scanning items of customers after him. But something is different, alright? Something is different. I'm no longer talking to customers. I'm being nice because, or I'm not being nice because that chap just embarrassed me, and I haven't got time to get over it yet. So I'm being shit at my job for at least another hour or so, and getting complaints of customers to my manager for looking like Squidward at the till. Do you see what I'm getting at? Look at me in the eyes right now, alright? If you take a loss, stop. Don't play another game, don't do it. Because you will be shit at FIFA for at least a half hour after that fat L you just took. Your emotions are all messed up going into the next game, fuming if you play straight away. Slide tackling everywhere, pulling your defense out of position. Sometimes we don't even realize that we're pissed off about the loss that we took, but deep down, that's why I think you really should take a break no matter the loss after it, alright? Because you might be pissed off, you might not be, but subconsciously you might be. Alright, so let the head cool down, and then go again when you're back in the zone. I'd say about an hour. About an hour I'd give. Maybe a half an hour depending if I took a loss. Then, you know, I'd probably maybe go to rivals or try and get over it somehow. Probably take a break, go downstairs, have some more water, maybe get some sort of caffeine into me, talk to my family, just get your mind off it. Because, genuinely, if you go into the next game straight after taking a fat loss, man, you are so more inclined to lose again. It's just the way it works in every fucking aspect of life, let's be honest. If you take a fat L, right? If someone annoys you, you tend to take it out on other people. That's what we all do. I don't know why. If we're in a bad mood, we tend to love to give other people the same vibe. Alright? So, don't do that. Let yourself cool down. Come back to FIFA and play your best FIFA once again. Now, like usually, alright lads, I'm going to be honest with you, alright? Usually I write down a lot of stuff to talk about, and you know, that's the way I like to do things, because I don't know, it works. But I'm gonna go kind of, you know, scrumple up the paper, throw it away kind of speech now. So, like, we all play weekend league. I'd imagine this isn't your first weekend league if you're playing it, the first weekend, the Fut Champs in FIFA 21. But just make sure, alright, it's tomorrow, lads. It's tomorrow, alright? So, depending if you have work and stuff like that, the one thing I do want to say beforehand, make sure to get all this shit done out of the way, alright? So, like, I work until about 4 o'clock. Alright, so I'm going to get that done. I'm not going to play any games until I'm finished work. If you have homework, if you have mad assignments due the weekend, if you have chores to do, you don't want any of that sitting on your mind when you're trying to play FIFA, because it weirdly and subconsciously affects your brain pattern and the way you're thinking and the way you're moving in a game of FIFA. You don't probably believe me. You probably think that sounds stupid. But I 100% guarantee you, if you have something in the back of your mind when you're doing anything in life, you won't perform to the capabilities that you know, can do if you weren't stressing subconsciously over the fact that you have something else to do at that moment in time. Alright? So, boys, you know, as I say this every video, you know I can talk more. I could do that. I could talk forever. That's what I'm good at. That's why I'm here. Now, hopefully, you guys like what I'm saying. But boys, that is going to be it for today. This is the last sweat prep that we will do for the first Fut Champions weekend. I might give a little recap on Saturday morning of how my Friday of Fut Champions went. Alright, I think that sounds good to me. A little weekend, Friday recap. Maybe I'll do a Sunday recap, Saturday and all that crap as well. If you do want that, let me know in the comments below. And if you do want to see me play 60 games this weekend, alright? 60 games this weekend, 30 on PlayStation, 30 on Xbox. I'll be doing my warm-ups off stream. I will be warming up, don't worry about that. Yeah, so I'll be doing that all weekend over on Twitch. You will want to come in and witness what's gonna happen. We are gonna do some lit shit, man. I think, what is my predictions for my weekend league this weekend? I'm gonna say 28 on Xbox and 24 on PlayStation. Yeah, so hopefully I get it right. I think there's a chance it could get higher. There's a chance it could get much lower. I'm not really sure because of rivals this year. It doesn't really give us a good, you know, a good kind of prediction, you know, level. So we'll see. But they're my predictions so far. But boys, thank you very much for chilling out, watching the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that jazz. Follow me on Twitch. It's been Example. Kiss, kiss.